Hey, I wanted to share a quick story about a manifestation that I had recently experienced, and in an unexpected way. It wasn't exactly how I had envisioned it. So here's the scenario. I have a friend over, and I have my two kids, and she has her two kids, and they're both about the same age, boys and girls. Um, and at some point, throughout the night, we'd had dinner and we're all kind of hanging out. And her daughter, who's super spunky and a giant personality, had convinced me, she talked me into somehow going to play music with her rather than hang out with her mom. And so we're in the room, and I've got a guitar, and she's got the ukulele. And at some point her mom wanders in, and so she gets up and hands her a guitar. And then my daughter comes in, and then at some point the two boys come in. So at some point we've got somebody on like a piano and a guitar, ukulele, someone's playing a flute. I think my kid was trying to record us all and said we were the worst band on earth. But we're all playing music in the room, and it sounds really, really awful, but we've all got an instrument. Music is a strong word. We're all making noise. and and it hits me. I manifested this. I've had this very scenario run through my head. And if you know anything about manifesting, then you know that visualization is one of the main avenues to manifest something. And I'd visualized this scene. What was unexpected about it was that a very key component of my manifestation was missing. And this is the man I've been trying to manifest. I've been manifesting. He's coming. I know he's coming. But there's a couple important things that I got out of this. One, this scenario can happen without the guy, right? So in my manifestation, I had pretty much relied on him to facilitate the whole thing. He was the one that said, "Hey, let's go and play some music," and he picks a song, and pretty soon we're all singing and having a good time. And to be fair, in my visualization, the music was good, but it was still a lot of fun. And I realized that I've got the power to do these fun things that I had been visualizing with and kind of relying on this other person to bring into my life. So dancing and playing music and singing with family and friends are all things that I visualize doing with this other person, and I've kind of been putting them on hold in the hopes that they'll show up with this other person. And so that was really the, I guess, revelation in that moment to me, was that I can have these really fun scenarios and I don't have to wait for this person to show up, you know, before I can experience these really fun things that I've thought about. Oh, it would be fun with him there, but I just thought it was really interesting, and it kind of an insight into what I'd been relying on. You know, I spent a lot of time, oh, I'll do this when this happens, or oh, I'll be happy when this happens. And in that moment, I feel like I had insight into how I'd been manifesting, and maybe how I could do a better job of creating these really great scenarios that I want in my life without waiting for anything else, and relying on other things or other people to bring those into my life. So that was really fun, kind of interesting scenario, and I hope that I'll create a whole bunch more. And I've got a list of manifestations that I have been able to accomplish, and it's very interesting when they come about in a very different or unexpected way like this one did, and gives me insight, and it's all been interesting. So hopefully that's an interesting story to you too. Good night.